Hello framers, how's it going? Hopefully you guys are doing good. Today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a checkpoint system on Roblox Studio. So open up your project, open up your base plate, whatever it is, and okay, let's start. So simply put, we're going to start with the first thing, and that is the checkpoint part. Then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a script to save that player's checkpoint, and then finally we have to make what's called a respawn handler, just so the player can move to that checkpoint. Okay, so as I said, first things first, what we want to do is we want to add checkpoints. So in your Explorer tab, always make sure you have Explorer and Properties selected in View. In your workspace, what you want to do is you want to add a part, and you can make it you can resize it. Obviously, so maybe if you want it to look more flat, you can. If you don't, but this is basically how I personally want it. And this is very important what I'm about to tell you guys. Make sure to rename it to which checkpoint, okay? For example, checkpoint 1. We're gonna have multiple checkpoints around our map, right? Let's say this is an obby game. You guys have to make sure that you properly set it up that way. And so, okay, I'm not going to make it too far because this is the purpose of testing. And okay, so also make sure you guys set anchored as true, okay? You want them to, you literally want them to, you want them to move the spawn. Can collide should also be set to true. It will be, but just make sure. If you want to, you guys, you can give it a cool color. Personally, I would probably go for a lime green, just to kind of represent teleporting and stuff. Not teleporting, but saving, okay? And so what we want to do within this thing is we're going to make a script, okay? So inside your checkpoint 1, hopefully you guys are following, you want to create a script. And then we have to type the code of the script, okay? This is going to be your checkpoint script. I'm going to type it for you guys. All right. Cool. This is the checkpoint script basically. I left a little note in case you want to know what it is. That's where you store your checkpoint position. Okay, so we want them to basically store their checkpoints, and we're gonna repeat this exact same process. I'm gonna show you guys obviously for other checkpoints that we then create. So let's say the next level is gonna be called checkpoint 2. Next level, checkpoint 3, so on and so forth. Yeah, so on and so forth in that sense. Okay, now the important thing, part 2 of this, is handling how they respawn at the checkpoint. Okay, so what you want to do is go to server script service. It's always going to be in your Explorer, and you're going to insert a script. Well, I mean, first, I guess you can do, hold up, script. All right, so you're going to insert a script in server script. And server script service, and I'll type that one for you guys as well. All right, so here is the script that you guys should, here's the script for it. So this is if you guys want to have this thing save and have it save as they're, responding, for example. And you guys always have to, you guys have to understand, this script is only to check if the player, has saved at a checkpoint, and then it's going to teleport them to that checkpoint after they've respawned. It's not just going to teleport them there randomly. They have to actually touch it. And what you want to do is you're going to duplicate this, and you got to rename this one checkpoint 2, and then duplicate that one. And as I said, checkpoint 3. I'm going to move it around, okay? So you have checkpoint 2. Let's say it's over here. Let's say I beat the obby right there. And then checkpoint 3, also going to move it a little bit further away. All right. This is not the best, guys, but it's as good as it'll be. Okay. So here are your 3 checkpoints. You guys can create infinite amounts of checkpoints. Okay. It does not matter. But this is basically the gist of it. So now that you have that done, if you guys want to, this is only if you want to, I personally don't think you need to. But for example, if you want to, you can add what's called a particle emitter. It's basically just kind of a cool little look for your thing. So it's just kind of interesting, I guess. It makes players want to go to the next one. But that's how it's going to look though. So it's up to you. I personally think it adds a cool touch. Like I see some obby games with kind of like cool effects. And I mean, yeah, if you if you like it like that, you can always change the color too of the particle emitter. It doesn't have to be just white. It could be, let's make it orange, for example. There you go. So now you have an orange kind of thing. But I just think it's like a cool little addition. You guys don't have to do it, but that's the option there if you want to do that, and you can go to any of the checkpoints you guys create and basically add that. Okay. All right. So without further ado, let's test it out. So here we are. Here we are at the main spawning area. Here's a little particle. Okay. Now we're here, and if we reset. Exactly. There you go. So now if we die, let's say we hit a kill brick, we're going to respawn at this checkpoint. Okay, this is checkpoint 1. But let's say I go around this, I go around the next checkpoint, and I don't touch it. And let's say I die. Alright, it's not just going to automatically know I went past the new checkpoint. It's going to know I went to the original one. I have to touch the new checkpoint, and then I'm going to be at that checkpoint now. So this is checkpoint 2. And then finally, checkpoint 3. If you reset to check it out, there you go. So now you guys have like a full comprehensive thing of how to make your checkpoint system. So players, let's say you're doing an obby game, this is how they're going to like respawn and reset. So if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a subscribe, leave a like. If you guys want more tutorials, just drop in the comments what you guys want me to try out. I can do it. So yeah, I'm getting better at Lua. So let's, yeah, y'all can hit that subscribe, and then I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.